From Iute, please welcome Kaido Kukk.
Hello, I hope you can hear me. My name is Kaido. I am from Estonia and I am representing company called Iute. First, Nikolai, I don't know if he left, but I wanted to tell my compliments to him, my humble compliments, because this Breakthrough 24 event of Balkans Summit, I was there, I happened to be there, and it was an amazing event. Now, you know, when you come at the front of the audience, you always want to start with some ice-breaking story. And I woke up this morning, I didn't have any, and I was thinking what to speak here before I go into the topic. And then I opened my smartphone. First thing when I woke up in the morning, what do? You take your phone. And then I opened the Facebook. And you know, in Facebook, it sometimes shows you some memory posts that like 2 years ago you were there, 4 years ago you did that. And I opened it, and it was me standing with lots of more hair than today at the front of Tirana Pyramida 10 years ago. And Facebook said, 10 years ago, today you were in Tirana. So that was the first time I was in Tirana, so it's a little anniversary for me today. And ever since, I have been coming back here due to work mostly, but also have had a couple of holidays. I think I have now been in Albania around 12 or 13 days, times, not days. And I really want to give you a compliment from the bottom of my heart. You have a lovely country. I love Albania. So, let's now start with a topic because the time is limited and so on. You know, I'm going to tell you about BNPL. But before I start, I want to test you. Please raise your hand who knows what is BNPL. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5 guys. 6, 1 woman as well. So, it's not a problem. You will get to know what is BNPL very soon. And I'm going to tell you how it actually can help you or your business to grow. So, I'm going to change the slide. But as I said, I'm from Estonia, and I am very patriotic, and that's why I want to tell you a couple of sentences about Estonia as well. First, one more question from the audience, then I promise I don't ask you anything anymore. Do you know where is Estonia exactly? Who knows? Raise the hand. All right, not bad. I would say 20% of the audience, which is actually more than it was in Macedonia where I asked the same question like 5-6 months ago. So, Estonia is this red dot in the northern part of Europe, so just south from Finland. Now, when you know where is Estonia, I give you also 3 facts about Estonia. First, we are very small. We have even 50% less people living in the country than in Albania, so only 1.4 million people. Secondly, I believe I can say that we are super digital. We were the first country in the world who actually introduced e-governance in 2001. That means that whatever business you have to do with the state, I don't know, you want to book your doctor appointment, you want a new passport, you want to buy an apartment and go to notary, you can do everything digitally. You don't need to physically meet with the state. Secondly, digital signature, 2002, first country in the world. So more than 20 years, Estonians are not using pen and paper anymore to sign something, we do it digitally. 2005, we were the first country in the world who had electronic elections. So we are voting online mostly, or at least 60% of the people do that. We still have the old school voting as well. And 2014, we had the e-residency program. So if you want to become a resident of Estonia, which is, for example, needed to open business in Estonia, you don't need to come to Estonia. you can digitally apply or become Estonian e-residents, and you can do business and other stuff in Estonia. And third point, which I like the most, we are a true startup nation. We have the most startups and unicorns per capita in Europe. Some example, the first one, which nowadays even doesn't exist anymore, was Skype, invented in Estonia. Then Bolt, which is like Uber. I even don't know if it's in Albania already. Wise, Pipedrive, and others and others. So we like to do business, and I think one of the reasons why we have been successful is what we heard from the panel discussion is that we love to test things. So this is also opportunity to do in such way in Albania, I think. So, thank you. Because I don't want to be some Estonian alien, I wanted to say, I give you very quickly 5 facts about me as well. So, born in Tallinn, did my bachelor degree in the oldest university of Estonia in Tartu. I have 10 years experience in financial sector, funny, mostly in insurance. 12 years I have done also business. When I was in my middle of 20s, me and my friend, a little bit out of fun even, thought let's make online travel agency, let's see what's going to happen. What happened is that nowadays I think I have the top 4 or top 5 biggest travel agencies in Estonia. It's still functioning, although in a couple of the last or previous year, I have been more like in a passive role. Then, since 2022, I have connected myself with Iute, where I'm the head of dealer loans, and head of dealer loans means that I am responsible of the buy now, pay later business. Yes, buy now, pay later is BNPL. And I am leading in the countries where we operate the success and growth of it. So, you know who I am, and mostly you know something about Iute. As I understand, Iute is quite popular in Albania, but some facts very quickly, and then I go to the main topics. Iute is quite old. 2008 we started in Moldova, and we are a technology-driven personal finance company, let's say, Fintech, let's put it in this way. Yes, in addition to Albania, we operate in Moldova, North Macedonia, and as well as in Bulgaria. Third, some main things which we offer related to finance, loans, installment purchases like buy now, pay later, also digital wallet, as well as insurance. 4, we have quite many employees, 1,000 and almost 300,000 active customers among all our markets, and we are listed in Tallinn and Frankfurt Stock Exchange. Now I'm going to go more deeper to the topic why I am here today. I'm going to tell you first about buy now, pay later global trends, and I'm going to concentrate to 2 countries. Albania, of course, because I'm here, and secondly, USA. Why USA? Because in many things, also in buy now, pay later, USA is showing the trends. And if we know what are the trends here, what is happening there right now, we can predict what's going to happen in Albania, I would say, in a couple of years. Because what happens in US, next it's going to happen in Europe, Western Europe, and after that with a little delay also in Balkans or in Eastern Europe. So trends in US might help you, let's put it this way, to foresee the future. So, but what is buy now, pay later? I will give you 2 definitions. First one is the traditional one. This is like this old school thing. You go to shop and you want to buy something, you don't want to spend all the money at once, so shopkeeper tells you, but you can pay some interests and you pay it over 12 months, let's say. So I want to buy a new smartwatch, price is 10,000 leka, I will take it for 12 months, 25% is the interest, so after 12 months, I have to pay back a little bit more to cover the interest as well, so 11,425 I will pay back. This is the traditional way, that's nothing innovative. But where I am going to concentrate today in my presentation is the, let's say, the new definition of buy now, pay later, which means that me as a customer, I can still pay for the good in parts, but I don't pay a penny more, no leka more than what is the original cost. So smartwatch 10,000 euro, and I pay back, let's say, in 4 installments, every installment's 2,500 leka, and no extra cost to me. You know, of course, that money has a price, so the fair question is, who's going to pay for the money then? And the answer is, this is the merchant, the shopkeeper, because the shopkeeper, in this case, will pay to Iute, depending on the contract, maybe 4%, maybe 5% of the good price. But let's say the margins are usually 30%, 40%, in some sectors even 80%. So paying 3, 4, or 5% out of 50% is not a big deal. But the business has a lot to win, and what the business has a lot to win, there we will come soon with the next slides. What I want to mention when you talk about the trends is that it's booming currently. It's heavily booming. It's a growing global trend. And in the world, 2021, buy now, pay later transactions were worth, or let's say the purchases which were made, were worth around $120 billion. This year, it's expected to be almost 600 billion. That means in 4 years, 380% growth. For buy now, pay later, 0%. And what's happening in Albania, it's even booming more. I don't have any central bank statistics of Albania, but I have the statistics of Iute, and only last year we saw 448% growth of buy now, pay later, 0% in Albania. So Albanians have discovered it for themselves, and looks like they like it. Now, another thing, where people use buy now, pay later, 0%, I mean, what do they buy with it? Because you need to buy some stuff or service with it. And statistics about the last year in Albania is following. I have brought out 10, let's say, most used sectors. Let's start somewhere from the middle. Jewelry and watches is 9%, so quite heavily used. Online marketplaces, 10%. Then quite popular is heating, cooling, water, solar equipment, like ACs and all those solar panels, stuff like that. Then the second place is electronics and gadgets, and under that is also mobile phones, which still, I would say, 4 years ago was number 1, but it's a dropping. And number 1 is household appliances. That means all kinds of stuff you are having at home, like refrigerators, washing machines, coffee making machines, all that kind of stuff. Basically everything you can buy in Neptune. And this is the number 1. And now, to understand what's happening in US, the picture is somewhat different. And I want to show you what are the top 10 sectors in US. Please concentrate mainly to the gray ones, because the gray ones are the ones which are not currently yet popular in Albania, but they might become in the next years. That's why I would concentrate to the gray ones. Exercise equipments, US 5%, not popular at all in Albania. Life events, birthdays, weddings, so on, so on. US 7%, not yet in Albania. Then traveling, 9% in US, not yet in Albania. And I can also say, as I said, I'm having a travel company. Traveling is also, for buy now, pay later, very booming in Estonia. So I think it will be also in the next years in Albania. Then groceries, in US 11%, Albania not at all. And here I have doubts, because European, if it ever becomes popular in Europe, because Americans shop differently. Mostly they go once, as much as I know, once a month to the grocery shop, put the shopping cart full of frozen food, spend $1,000, and of course, bill is huge, good to pay in 4 parts. Europeans do differently. I go to grocery shop like 4 times a week. I don't need to pay in parts there. And then the key takeaway probably is fashion. Fashion is number 1 in US. This is where the buy now, pay later 0% started in US. And you can see in Albania, it's only 1%. If I need to bet, my bet will go there that fashion is going to be hit in the next 2-3 years also in Albania. So next, we saw where people are using it, but who are the people who are using buy now, pay later? Are the old ones or young ones, rich or poor ones? Let's see. Age groups, US and Albanian statistics, and it's quite similar. Gen Z, so up to 29%, that means that, let's take Albania, 20% of Gen Z population is using buy now, pay later. Millennials, people up to 45, even more using, 45% of them are already using it in Albania. Then Gen X, so people up to 60, is dropping a bit, 25%. And also what is interesting, even the oldest group, which is the baby boomers, are using it. In US, 5% of that age group, and you can see in Albania even more, 10%. So let's say the baby boomers of Albania have very well accepted buy now, pay later. Now, about the income groups, I didn't got any statistics here about Albania, so I'm going to show you only US. But you can see that the low-income people, and of course based on US salaries, so the guys who earn in US under $50,000 annually, they are using it equally basically as the middle class. But what is interesting is also that the rich ones, they are also using it, because it's not something which is only meant for the people who cannot afford anything without splitting the payment. No, this is maybe with the classical one with the interest, but here if you don't have any costs, people use it regardless if you are old, young, rich or poor. And something also about the frequency. Main takeaway here is that buy now, pay later 0% users are loyal to it. So this is also based on US statistics. 13% of the users use it at least once a week, 27 like once a month, 19 once in every 3 months, 10 once in 6 months, and 31 once a year or less. So that means 40% use it once a month, and 69 at least once in 6 months. So it's taken more like a credit card or debit card, not something as a loan by the customers. So, and now let me come to the core of my presentation. What are actually the business wins? I think many of you are related to some businesses, and many of you might even sell something in retail business, for example, or services. So what you can win if you start offering buy now, pay later 0% option to your customers. First, and this statistic I have asked from Supermarket Albania, so it's a real shop in Albania. They say that with buy now, pay later, the order value goes up 50% compared to the cash. Because if I can split the payment into 4, I can afford to buy more expensive TV, or I can buy a TV and in addition to that audio system as well. 10, it helps to close sales. Harvard Business Review made a research that the likelihood of the purchase goes up from 17 to 26%. Thirdly, it boosts also the total sales. Klarna, who is the world leader, the global leader of buy now, pay later business, they say that the businesses who started to work with them, their average sales have gone up 30% because they offer option to buy now and pay later to their customers. Fourth one, it reduces the cash payments. And as I know cash is popular in Albania, but still, if you are the company who wants to pay the taxes, then you rather like the option that the cash share will drop. As I showed in the previous slide, customers are loyal to it. Once they use it, they want to use it more and more, so they come back to you if you have it. And fourth one, you will get also new customers, and this is where I want to bring in Iute also, because Iute is bringing lots of new customers to our partners, because if our partners sell more, then Iute sells more, so it's a very win-win situation. Now, some slides about what are the business wins with Iute if some company starts offering our buy now, pay later solution. First, as I said, Iute helps you to sell more. And we have 200,000 customers in Albania where we can send messages, campaigns, offers of our partners. We can send out your offers to 100,000 people through SMS, WhatsApp. We can send out 110,000 emails to our customers. 40,000 people are actively in our app where our partner offers are in, and we can help also it with 35,000 push notifications. So actually, there are, I think, many marketing people. You can understand the power of that number of personalized messages we can send to our customers to promote actually our partners. And now, to get away from those numbers and bring you a real-life example, iPhone 17. I know it's a big hit in Albania, and it was launched last October, this October, last month. And one partner, I don't want to name the name, but one of our partner, and it's not the biggest partner, I'm not talking about Neptune or something, but this partner managed to sell just in 1 week with buy now, pay later 0% iPhones worth of 13 million leka. And when we asked the partner, how many you sold with buy now, pay later, and how many you sold with cash, this is the picture. 96% of those iPhones were sold with buy now, pay later, and only 4% with the cash. Then, I have a couple of slides more, so a couple of minutes more. What is good thing with Iute, in my opinion, is that we are digital and we are fast, which means that all the customer journey can be done online through our app. So basically, there are, for the customer, no pen or paper signatures, or you don't need to print anything, you don't need to wait some decisions for hours. You apply with My Iute app, which is in your smartphone in the shop by scanning QR code. If you're a new customer, you do online KYC because we have to verify who you are. Is it really you? And this is only for the new customers. Third, the robots do automated credit decision. Either we can provide you this money or not. That takes seconds, not even minutes. And finally, you sign it in our app digitally. And one thing which I also want to clear out is that Albanians very often tell me that, oh, we are not yet very digitalized country and people are not used to that and so on. I can argue with that because I can see that when you talk about those buy now, pay later agreements, the 97% in Albania is signed digitally. This is the highest rate in Iute Group. This is more than we have in Bulgaria. This is more than we have in Moldova. This is more than we have in Macedonia. So checking that, I would say Albanians are very digital-minded. And the third one is that if you want to start business or cooperation with us, it's super easy to set up with us. If you're e-com, we have plugins. You can get you the checkout to your web shop, installing the plugin in a couple of minutes. If you want to have more personalized checkout, we have API integrations doable. We can also integrate with your cashier system if your offline shop. And also, if you don't want to do any integration, we just give you the password and username to our partner UI. Setting it up takes 1 minute and you are ready to go. And now, one more slide only. What is then, to sum it up, what is this buy now, pay later power then to you as a business? So 4 main takeaways. First, as I showed you, it's booming globally, even more in Albania. So consumers want it. And if you offer to consumers what they want, they are happy. Secondly, as I showed, it boosts sales and it boosts your average order. Every business, I think, wants to sell more, and this is one of the tools which definitely can help you to sell more. Third, as I said, this is where the Iute role comes in. We help you to bring in new customers through doing marketing among our customers. And the last one is digital and fast and seamless. It's something that people like because we are in 2025. And all that together is the power of the buy now, pay later. This is it. Thank you very much.